Welcome back to the Dreamy Archive. Tonight, we're going somewhere far. Not just far in miles, but far in time. To the Silk Road, the ancient network of paths that once connected east and west, carrying silk, spices, stories, and sleep-weary travellers just like you. And tonight, you are one of those travellers. This isn't a lesson, it's a slow walk through warm stone and cooling sand to a place built for rest. If these stories have been helping you find a little quiet at night, a gentle tap of the like button helps this one reach someone else who might need it. And subscribing means the next story will be waiting for you. And if you feel like it, tell me where you're listening from tonight. I love the idea of this story travelling, the way stories always have, from place to place. Settle in. Find that comfortable position, the one your body already knows. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw go soft. Let your hands rest wherever they fall. Slow breath in and a long breath out. Nothing to solve tonight. Nothing to carry. Just listening. Just breathing. Just resting. And when you're ready, we'll begin walking. You are on a road, a wide, dust-packed road that stretches through open land. The sun is low, not burning anymore, just glowing, turning everything amber and gold. The heat of the day is lifting. You can feel it leaving, like a blanket slowly pulled away, replaced by something cooler, kinder. Take a moment to notice the sky. Really notice it. The colours are impossible. Apricot near the horizon, then rose, then a blue so deep it feels like it's pulling you gently upward. If a colour could hold you, it would feel like this. The ground beneath your feet is warm, packed earth, smoothed by centuries of footsteps, hooves, wheels. And you've been walking for a while. Your legs are heavy in the good way, the way they feel after honest effort. Ahead of you, the road bends gently and the sky deepens, melting into a blue that feels like sleep itself. And on the horizon, something square, something solid. Walls. The evening's rest is waiting for you. As you walk closer, the building grows. High walls of sandstone, golden in the last light, and a single arched gateway. Wide enough for camels, tall enough to feel like a welcome. This is a caravanserai, a traveller's inn, built along the road for people exactly like you. People who've walked far enough, people who need warmth, water, and a safe place to close their eyes. As you draw near, place one hand against the wall. The stone is warm. Not hot, just warm. The way a living thing is warm. It has been holding the sun's heat all day, and now, slowly, it's letting it go. The surface is rough beneath your fingertips. Tiny grains of sand, ancient. From inside the walls, you can already hear it. Not loudly, softly. The murmur of voices, the gentle splash of water, the low shuffling of animals settling down for the night. And something else. A smell. Smoke and spice and bread warming. You step through the gate and the world changes. Outside was open and vast and empty. Inside is enclosed, warm and gently alive. A porter nods to you. No rush, no questions, just a quiet acknowledgement that you belong here tonight. The heavy gate will be closed and chained later, when the last traveller has arrived. And then, the outside world will stop, and this quiet, walled place will be yours. The heart of the caravanserai is the courtyard. Open to the sky, ringed by stone arches, and in the centre, a fountain. Not grand, just a low stone basin with water moving softly, catching the last light and the first flicker of lamplight. The sound it makes is like a quiet conversation between the stone and the water. One that has been going on for centuries. Around the edges of the courtyard, movement, but slow movement. Camels being unloaded. Heavy bundles of silk and spice lowered carefully to the ground. The animals groan softly, relieved of their weight, and are led to stables along the far wall. Merchants sit on low stone benches, unwinding cloth from their heads, stretching their backs, pouring water from clay jugs. And the air. Oh, the air. Warm stone releasing the day's heat. Wood smoke from a cook fire in the corner. Cardamom. And something deeper. Cumin. Or maybe saffron. Carried on the steam from a large pot. And as you stand here, in this courtyard, with the sky turning violet above Notice how your body feels. Your feet, tired from the road. Let them rest. Your shoulders, tight from carrying. Let them drop. Your face, squinting all day against the sun. Let it soften. You don't need to carry anything now. The walls are holding you. A narrow stone staircase leads upward. Cool steps worn smooth. The sleeping rooms are on the upper floor. Small archways opening onto a gallery that looks down over the courtyard below. Your room is simple. A stone floor covered with a woven rug, faded reds and deep blues, colours that have been softened by years of use. A low sleeping platform with a folded blanket and a thin cushion. A small oil lamp, already lit, its flame barely moving, casting a warm circle of gold on the wall. And an arched window, just wide enough to lean against, that frames the darkening sky. Stand by the window for a moment. The stone sill is cool beneath your palms, and from here you can see the courtyard below, small and warm and golden. The evening breeze carries the smell of the desert in, dry and clean, like dust and sage and distance. You set down your things, your bag, your dust-covered sandals, and you sit. Not to do anything, just to feel what it's like to arrive. The stone is cool against your back. The lamp flickers faintly. Through the window, you can hear the fountain below and the soft clink of someone preparing food. You take a slow breath and let it out, long and steady. You have arrived. You are safe. And soon there will be food. Back in the courtyard, the cook fire has grown. Not roaring, just steady. A warm orange glow that draws people toward it the way evening always does. A large pot hangs above the fire, something thick and warm inside. A stew of lentils, lamb, onion, seasoned with things that have travelled as far as you have. Bread has been baked in the ashes, flat and round, its surface marked with dark spots where the heat kissed it. You tear off a piece. It's warm, a little smoky, dense and honest. And you eat slowly, the way you can only eat when the day is truly finished. And your body finally believes there is nothing left to do. Around the fire, others eat too, quietly. A merchant from the east, a family heading west, a scholar who carries only books. You don't know their languages. You don't need to. Because the language of the evening meal is simple. A nod, a passed bowl, a shared silence that means, I'm tired too. And that's enough. You set the bowl down. You lean back. And for a moment, you just sit with the warmth of a full stomach and the warmth of a shared fire and the deep animal comfort of being fed. The fire crackles softly. Sparks rise and vanish. Somewhere, a musician begins to play. Something stringed, quiet. A melody that doesn't ask you to listen. It just drifts across the courtyard, between the archways, and finds you where you sit. A tune from somewhere far away, and yet it feels as familiar as your own pulse. After eating, you drift toward the fountain. Not with purpose, just the way water pulls you. Gently, without asking. You sit on the stone edge, cool and smooth, and you listen. The water is quiet. A trickle, a soft splash, and underneath it, a hum. As if the fountain has always been here, murmuring the same low note for every traveller who ever stopped to rest. Above you, the sky has opened. Stars, not a few, thousands, more than you've ever seen. Because out here, there is no other light to compete. Just the lamps in the courtyard and the ancient sky above, and the fountain between them, reflecting both. Slow breath in and feel the cool night air on your skin. Slow breath out and let the day dissolve like smoke from a spent fire. In and out. You don't have to think about the road behind you or the road ahead. Tonight, you are only here, beside the water, under the stars, in a place built to hold people, gently. And as you sit by the fountain, you begin to notice the sounds. Not loud sounds, not urgent ones, just the quiet music of a place settling down. The fountain, always the fountain. A soft pulse, steady as breathing, and layered over it, small things. The creak of a wooden door, the soft thud of a bundle set down, a camel shifting weight in the stables and exhaling through its nose, long and slow. Somewhere, a child's voice, asking a question that fades before you hear the answer. The clink of a pot being set on stone. The soft scrape of ashes being banked over the fire, keeping the coals warm for morning. And above it all, the wind. Not harsh, just a low breath, moving across the desert and over the walls, like a hand passing gently over a blanket. If you like, let your attention rest on these sounds, the way you might listen to rain. Not counting, not naming, just letting them wash over you and carry you a little further from the day. Each sound a reminder that life is moving gently around you, and none of it needs you to do anything at all. Someone has brought tea. Small glasses, no handles, warm enough to cup between your palms. The tea is dark, faintly sweet, and there's something in it. Cardamom, maybe a hint of rose. You hold the glass close to your face, and the steam touches your cheeks like a warm hand. Around you, the fire has settled to embers. Orange coals breathing softly, like something alive but drowsy. A merchant is speaking. You don't understand all the words, but you understand the shape of the story, the rise and fall of his voice, the pause where something surprising happened, the low laugh at the end. Another voice joins. Different accent, different rhythm, but the same warmth. This is what these places were built for. Not just shelter, not just trade, but the quiet miracle of strangers sharing a fire and a night, and finding that the distance between them is not so great after all. And as the stories soften and the embers glow, let warmth find its way through you. Your hands, warmed by the glass. Your chest, warmed by the tea. Your face, warmed by the fire. And something deeper than your skin, warmed by the feeling of being among others with nothing required of you. Before sleep, you wash. Not in anything grand, just a small stone room off the courtyard, with a basin of water, warmed by the day's heat still trapped in the stone. You cup water in your hands and bring it to your face. Dust comes away. Heat comes away. The long road comes away. You wash your arms, wrist to elbow, and the water is like a quiet apology for the harshness of the sun. Your neck, your feet, the places that carried you all day, and with each pass of water, your body softens as if the road was a kind of tension, and the water is saying, you can let go now. Hands clean, wrists loose, arms resting, face cool, jaw soft, forehead smooth, neck long, shoulders dropping, and your breathing slower now than it's been all day. In and out. Clean, cooled, ready for rest. You climb back up the stone stairs, slowly, and step onto the gallery. The upper walkway runs along the edge of the courtyard, open to the air on one side, cool stone rooms on the other. You lean against the railing and look down. The courtyard has quieted. The cook fire is low, just a soft glow now. The fountain still murmurs, but the voices have faded. Most travellers have gone to their rooms. A few still sit below, wrapped in cloaks, faces lit by embers, not speaking. And from the stables, the deep, slow breathing of camels, a sound like patience itself. The night air is cool on your skin. Not cold. Just enough to make you aware of your own warmth. You stand here for a moment, feeling the age of this place. Hundreds of years of footsteps. Thousands of travellers. Every one of them stood somewhere like this, on a night like this. Tired from the road. Grateful for walls. And you are one of them now. Part of the long, quiet chain of people who walked far enough and then rested. There is a way up to the roof. A final staircase, narrow, open at the top. You step out onto flat stone, and the desert stretches in every direction. Dark land, still air, and above, the sky. Not the sky you know at home. This is deeper, wider, closer. Stars so thick they blur together in places. A river of light across the dark, older than every road on earth. And the silence. Not the absence of sound, more like the presence of something enormous and patient and gentle. A silence that doesn't ask you to fill it, just to rest inside it. If you like, imagine each star as a small, steady light. Not moving, not fading, just there. The way a candle is there, in a window, left on for someone coming home. You don't have to count them. You don't have to name them. Just let them be, the way the sky lets them be, without holding on. Breath in, and the night fills you softly. Breath out, and you return a little of the day's warmth back to the air. In and out. And with each breath, you feel a little heavier, a little more ready. The stars will still be here when your eyes close. They don't need you to watch them. And when you're ready, you make your way back down. Slowly to your room. But before you go, you stay one moment more, because there is something about this kind of quiet that doesn't come often. The desert has a way of holding stillness, the way a lake holds depth. It doesn't try, it just does. And standing in it, you feel something loosen inside you that you didn't know was tight. Maybe it's the size of the sky, so much bigger than any worry. Maybe it's the age of the land, so much older than any plan. Or maybe it's just the simple fact that out here you are small. And being small is a kind of freedom. Nothing to prove, nothing to fix, nothing the desert needs from you. Just breath, just body, just the old patient relationship between a person and a night sky. In and out. And when you finally turn away, you carry a piece of that stillness with you. Down the stairs, along the corridor, into your room. Like something heavy and gentle settling in your chest. Permission to rest. The corridor is quiet now. Your footsteps are the only sound. Each step soft on stone. And each step carries you closer to sleep. You pass a door slightly open. Lamplight behind it. The gentle sound of someone already breathing slow and deep. Another room. Dark. Already surrendered to the night. The whole building is settling, like a ship at anchor, like something large and steady, easing into stillness. Step, step. If your mind tries to think about tomorrow, tell it gently. Not now. Not tonight. Tonight, there is only this corridor, this lamplight, this soft, tired body, finding its way to rest. You reach your door. You step inside. The lamp still burns softly. The rug is warm beneath your feet. The blanket waits, folded. And you are ready. You unfold the blanket and lie down. The sleeping platform is firm beneath you. The cushion cradles your head. And as your body finds its position, you feel the weight of the day finally settling. Not falling, settling. The way sand settles in still water. Let your attention move slowly, one last time. Forehead smooth. Eyes heavy. Cheeks soft. Jaw unclenched. Neck long and easy. Shoulders melting into the bed. Arms warm and heavy. Hands open. Fingers still. Stomach soft. Hips heavy. Back supported. Thighs unwinding. Knees quiet. Calves easing. Feet done walking. Through the window, stars and the faintest breeze carrying desert air into your room, cool and clean. From the courtyard below, the fountain, still going, still patient. And somewhere, far away, the soft chime of a camel bell. Once. Then nothing. You don't have to chase sleep. You don't have to earn it. You walked far enough today. You rested well. And now, let sleep find you. The way it has found every traveller who ever rested within these walls. Gently, quietly, without effort. And if you want something gentle to return to, Let a few small images come. Warm bread in your hands. Lamplight on stone. Water in the fountain. Stars through the window. Nothing to do. Nothing to carry. Just warmth. Just stillness. Just rest. Good night. You're safe. The walls are around you. The stars are above you. Warm stone, quiet water, soft night. Nothing to carry, nothing to solve. Just rest.